Yeah, hi. Sorry, guys. Having network issue. Can you hear me right? Just can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
And any queries with the previous class? So what we discussed in the last class, right? So we just focus on that, how the development life cycle is going to be happened in any company. So today we are focusing about that, the roles of a manual tester. So basically, what are the duties of a tester in any company? So if you got selected for any company, what are the activities you're going to be performed? So do you have the idea? So what exactly a tester can perform in any company? So already said, right? So once you got a job, they just focus on that 1 week for the introduction, and they're providing that the mail IDs on all the access for the project at the company. Then the second week, they will focus on the KTs. So they're providing the KTs on project. Then once they're giving the KT on the project, so they just explain the project. They're conducting the meeting of an hour, 1 hour, like 2 days or 3 days. They explain the project information. Then they are going to be giving this the test plan as well, and they will explain the test plan. So this is the plan we are going to be carried out for the particular project. So these need to be performed like that. They just provided, and they will share the documents. So whenever they're sharing the documents, so the documents are getting through email only. Again, in interview, they will just ask the questions. How we are going to be getting this, the documents or the requirements. So we can simply say through email, we're going to be getting that the requirements. So here we have to focus on this. The first role of a manual tester is we need to analyze the requirements. So we have to analyze the requirements. So related to the project. So why we need to analyze the requirements? Why we need to go through the document, right? So basically, as a tester, if you want to perform testing on any application, not only that, suppose for example like Gmail, Flipkart, Amazon, if you want to test these applications, then so here we have to go through the document first. So without having the knowledge on the project, we cannot perform the testing in detail. See, there is an application. So this is an Amazon application. So here we are using the application for purchasing any product. If you doesn't know how we are going to be searching for a product and how we can purchase the product from this Amazon, how you will test it. So we are not going to be performing the testing in detail. So that is the reason to test any application, not only this Amazon, any project, any application, we should know that the complete information about the project. Or so basically you are concentrating on the login part. So how we are going to be logging into the Amazon. So that information you should come to know. So where we need to click on it, where we can provide the username and password, how we can register it like that. So these information will provide by your test manager through email. They will share the documents related to the project and along with the test plan. So once we are receiving the document, So we have to go through it. We need to analyze it. So we need to understand that the complete information about the project. That is the first duty of a tester in any company. So here, once you join into this, they will share these documents. The requirements document is nothing but the project related document only, the project related information. People will call it as requirements related to the customer or the project related information. Both are same. Okay, don't get any confusion. These documents are getting through email. They will share the email. Means on the daily basis, as a tester, once you logged into your system or connected to the office, what is our first duty? We need to check our email. So in the email, you will get that the work is going to be rotated. Okay. So today, what need to be performed in your company? So they will be providing in the email, or I already said that they're using this MS Teams for the communication purpose. They're using an app, Teams app. So there, just like at a WhatsApp, right? There we will provide that your test manager or the leads will be available in that group. Then they're going to be assign the task. What are the activities you need to perform today? They will ping in the group. Then based on that, you need to complete that, and you have to give to the update to the TL. End of the day, we need to provide that the report, right? Till now, what exactly you completed. Today, suppose you are doing the analysis, right? You can say that I just go through these documents. So I got these many queries. So I almost understand the complete information, whatever is mentioned in the documents. That's it, we have to report it. On the daily basis, we will have the calls. So we will call it as like stand-up call or daily status call. Definitely will have a call. Everyone will speak out there. Okay, don't sit ideally. Definitely, they will ask what are the activities you completed or you are going to be start to complete it like that. So we have a daily status call. So it depends on the company. So they're conducting at 10 a.m. In the call, they check that yesterday's information and they are going to be allocating that today what is the work we need to complete it. Okay. So everyone will speak out. So don't sit ideally in the class as well. So if we have any questions, you can feel free to ask the questions and clarify it. Definitely, you can speak out in the companies. Okay, so they won't left that one like just there is an office, right? We came to office and we are going to be going outside and coming back, and our time is completed. We are leaving it. This is not like that. So if it is like a corporate environment, it's a different environment. So you should work like 8 hours. So daily compulsory. In the 8 hours, they need to check your status, right? Based on your work, they are allocated. Okay. See, today they given one work. This is not completed. You need to give the justification why you are not completed. So within the time period. So is there any blockers? So you have to explain those to the manager. So this is what I'm getting it. So because of that, I'm not completing this task. So once it is done, I will complete the remaining task. So like that, we need to provide the information. Okay. Once you join into the company, the first thing is they are going to be sharing these documents through email. We need to go through the document. Sir, why we need to go through it? To understand the project, right? We are doing the project testing. So whatever the project it is, we need to test it. So in order to test it, first you need to understand that what exactly we are going to be testing over there. Next. So clear? Any queries from anyone? So what is our first role in any company? These are the roles you need to perform it. So it is not related to one company, okay? In any company, as a tester, these are the same activities we are doing it. People are having some queries in their mind. Sir, in your company, it is a process. In other companies, it is not. It's a different process like that. It won't be different, okay? So any company, anywhere, if you are going to be working as a manual tester, these activities must and should be followed or performed. Fine. So the next thing is we have to go with this ad hoc testing. So what is mean by ad hoc testing? That's what is mean by ad hoc testing. So the ad hoc testing is nothing but a random testing. So here, without following any rules and regulations, we are going to be performing the testing. So what is an intention of this ad hoc testing is, so as soon as possible, we need to find some defects in that application. So basically, whenever we need to purchase any mobile or any product, any refrigerator, so while we are purchasing it, so we just perform this, for example, like Samsung Galaxy, so S21, we are going to be purchasing it. So at the time, we are checking that the main functionalities, the main features for the mobile. What are the main features? We are checking the camera. So camera is going to be properly working or not. We are checking the sound. So then we are checking this RAM, then checking the ROM. All these activities were going to be tested. So, but it is not possible to test in detail, complete mobile we are not able to test while we are purchasing it, right? So just randomly, we will pick some functionalities. Each one is called as one functionality only. So camera is one functionality, sound is one functionality, like that. So here we just check that if it is going to be properly working or not. Suppose if you found anything in this camera, it's not good, then you can immediately say that, right? The camera is not good. So I don't want to purchase this mobile like that. Same like that. Here also we are doing that once you know that project, right? And we just go through this ad hoc testing on the project. Just we are doing that the testing like randomly. We are not following any procedures, any documentation. I just open this Amazon and I just click on this Amazon today's deal, whether it can be working or not. And just I'm clicking on this new releases. I just randomly pick and I need to test it. So whether it is going to be working or not, we need to test it. So in this case, If you find anything, then you can immediately report it to the developer. So whatever you are going to be developing it, so these are not going to be properly working it. So we have to mention it. So that is an intention of doing the ad hoc testing, just like a demo. Okay, if you are going to be attend this right sessions, before going to be joining the sessions, right, just we are going to be checking the demo. So same like that, the ad hoc testing is nothing but this one. So it's a random testing without following any rules and regulations. We are going to be checking it. And any questions you can ask here. 1 second.
How we will analyze about the product, sir?
1 minute, I will explain. Yeah, yes. Tell me what's your query.
How we will analyze about the product?
See,
Whether-
madam, what's your name?
Monica, sir.
Fine, Monica. So see, you are staying at home, right? You need to purchase one Samsung TV or any TV. So what you are doing it basically, you want to purchase the TV. We just explore the TV, right? So which one is better based on your past? Okay, when you are exploring it, what you are going to be expecting it. The first thing is we require this the Android TV or not, and what are the features we are going to be looking at. How you come to know this based on the advertisement of the TV, like which one we need to select it, like Samsung, OnePlus, Realme. So many TVs are there, right? So just we have to go through that one of the TV in the Flipkart, right? You are exploring it. Then you go through the documentation of that, right? What these Realme people are going to be providing it, what this Samsung people are going to be providing it like that. So just example, right? You don't know right about the Gmail initial days. Now you have some command on the Gmail. So why we are using the Gmail? How we are going to be creating this login? How we will send a mail, receive a mail. So by go through the differences, right? By go through this, we are exploring the information on the Gmail. Same like that, they will provide the document of the project. You have to go through it and you are analyzing it, understanding it, what is what there in the project. That is the meaning of analyzing it. You go through the project and you have to get that information, right? What they're mentioning in this. It's just like a user manual, right? If you purchase the mobile, they provided a user manual, right? So in the user manual, they provided all the details, right? You go through the user manual. If you want to increase the sound, or if you want to test it, or if you want to change the resolution, display, all the settings, you can go through it and you can perform one by one. That is the way you are analyzing it. They provide a document and you need to read the document and you need to understand it. That is the meaning of analyzing of a product. So in the, so you can select any product, like we have Santu, so we'll have this. So Mysore sandal, different soaps will be there, right? You need to understand this. What is the purpose of this Mysore sandal? What is the purpose of the rin soap? Like that, you are analyzing it, right? Same like that, they will give you the document. You need to go through it and you need to understand it. So they can mention that. So there is a Flipkart, right? How to logging into the Flipkart, how to add the product to the cart, all the details will be mentioned in the documentation. Then you need to go through the documentation. There you will come to know that. Just like our material notebook, like, so like we are come across academic, like there is a textbook. The textbook, they mention everything, right? Chapter wise. Same like that, they give the documentation of the project. So then you need to understand it, you need to analyze it.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Got it?
Okay, sir.
No, you got it or not?
Yes, sir, I got.
And thank you. Just they provided every information. See, there is like go to meeting, right? How to, like there is an Zoom meeting, right? How we will connect to the class. We provided like step-by-step information. Just like a documentation, they're giving it. Same like that, they give the documentation of the project. Then you have to go through it and you can understand it. That is the meaning of analyzing the requirements. So what exactly you required it, that is mentioned in this, the document. That is the meaning of it. Next. So clear by others? Still you have any questions?
Clear, sir.
Fine. Just for example, see, to understand it very clear, we'll discuss one small example. So there is a classroom, right? You come across that, the classroom. So what are there in the classroom? Basically, classroom having chairs and projector, then monitor, like this, right? This classroom information they provided in a document. Okay. So in the classroom, there are chairs are there, the fan will be there, the projector will be there, monitor will be there. And how the projector is working also they mention in the documentation. Now you have to go through it. Okay, you need to understand it. What is mean by projector? Why we are using the projector? How the projector is working it? So like that, you need to come to know. So that information they mention in the documentation. So that is what you need to analyze it. Okay, what is there in the classroom? The classroom having chairs, fan, like that. How many fans will be there? How it is working it? So like that, we need to come to know that. That is the meaning of this, the analyzation of the document. Okay. Next, we need to do this formal testing. What is mean by formal testing? So by following a proper procedures and documentation, we are going to be performing the testing. So how we are going to be performing a testing on any application? We need to follow some rules, documentations. So those are going to be comes to the picture. So now, what are the things we are going to be following it while we are doing that, the formal testing? So we need to follow this, the test scenarios. And test cases. These are the two terms are very important throughout our testing career. We are discussing about this. So here we need to focus on that. What is mean by a scenario? So what is mean by a scenario? So the scenario is nothing but what are the functionalities to be tested in any application. The scenario simply explains what are the functionalities to be tested in any application. In simple words, we can define that what to test. What to test is nothing but a test scenario. For example, we already discussed about that, the flipchart, right? So here, what exactly we need to test it? So those are comes under the scenarios. So here, what to test it? Yes, guys. Can you hear me right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me what to test it. What you are testing in the flipchart? For checking, right, we are able to purchase a product or not, we are able to search any product or not, whatever we are searching it, the result is displaying it or not. All these are, we need to test it, like we need to logging into the flipchart. We are able to logging into the flipchart or not. All these things are not going to be tested. See, the login is there, we are able to logging into the flipchart or not. So there is a cart, the cart we are able to add this to the cart or not. We need to test it. Is it right? Or we are doing any other things in the flipchart?
So the basic thing is that we have to check every icons of the website.
Don't focus on only icons. Icons and the functionality, the behavior. So login is just you are saying like icon only. It's not icon. Okay, there is login. This is the functionality. Provide the username, password, click on login. So we need to test this. This login is working or not for the flipchart. You are able to create an account in the flipchart. You are able to logging into the flipchart because see the flipchart is developed by the for the customer usage purpose. I am this customer. I am trying to access it to purchase a product. So now I am able to logging into this and I just provided that details. I just logged into the application and I just add one product to the cart and provide the payment details and amount is deducted, but we are not getting the confirmation message. Then what happened? So we need to wait for 1 day, right? Even we are not getting the confirmation message. We just give a complaint to this flipchart. Okay, I just purchased one product. I am not getting the confirmation message like that. If keep on, you are doing the purchases and your amount is deducting, but you are not getting the confirmation messages. So finally, the customer will not happy with the flipchart, right? So the customer won't go to the flipchart application because this is not a quality one. I am losing my money twice, and I am waiting for 1 month to recover it. So these are the things we are going to be tested it. So while developing it, the testers are going to be test like that. So those are properly working or not. So that is the information you should come to know first. What is a flipchart? What are there in the flipchart? How this login is working? How the card functionality is working? how this more functionality is working like that. This Flipkart related document will be shared with you. Then you need to go through it. You analyze it. Once you analyze it, then you will understand it. So this is what you are going to be performing it. Okay. Fine. What is mean by scenario now? What are the functionalities to be tested in any application? Those are comes under the scenarios. Here, login is one scenario, became a seller one scenario, more is one scenario, cart is one scenario, top offers, grocery, mobiles, each one is comes under the one scenario. These are going to be properly working or not, we need to test it. See, if it is going to be continuously, we are deducting our amount, but we are not getting the confirmation message, then I'm not happy with the Flipkart because I'm losing the money twice, thrice, and I'm not able to recover it, or I'm recovered. So after a long time, like 4 months, 5 months, so I don't want to use it. So now the Flipkart is losing the customers. Now they're going to be moving to the Amazon. Amazon is maintaining the quality in their products, and while booking the product also, it's easy and they're going to be maintain a good service. So people are using this Amazon instead of Flipkart because the Flipkart is not a quality one. So that is the reason. So to give a quality product, first we need to test that product, and then once it is meeting it, so whenever they purchase any product, they're giving the payment details and they will check it. The confirmation message is getting immediately or after 1 day, after 2 days, like that. So they're giving it. Once amount is credited, they need to send this confirmation message right immediately. If it is not sent to our mobile or in the Flipkart app, so then we can say it is a defect. So we are not getting the confirmation messages. The tester will do testing like that and give the information to the developer. The developer will check that what is the reasons behind that one. They will resolve it. So as a tester, we need to do all these activities. This is already done by you people. There is no difficulty here to understand it. Any product like any fan, any refrigerator, washing machine, anything, if you purchase it, then you are trying to test it, something like that. Okay, there are some options. All the options are properly working or not, you are checking it, right? The mobile also you are checking it. There is the messages, you are able to send the messages, and there is a time limit. We can schedule the messages. So and so time I need to send one message, like around 5 p.m. I need to send 2 messages to our friends. We can schedule it, right? So that is working or not, we are checking it. Same like that. The sound, we are checking it. Everything we are checking on the mobile. Same like that, we are checking on the WhatsApp. We're able to make a call. So like a group call or not. We're doing the payments in the WhatsApp or not. How we can send the money in WhatsApp. All these are comes under the functionalities only. Before that, you need to know how to send a money through WhatsApp. So we need to go some documentation in the Google, or you can search in the YouTube like that. What is the process like that? So don't search anywhere the process. They will give the project related information in a document. They will share through email. Just you need to go through it and you need to understand it. Okay. So if you want to add the product to the cart, first we need to select any product, and there is an option to click on add to cart. Once we click on it, that is going to be add to the cart. Then we need to verify it. So I'm able to select one product and I'm going to be adding to this cart. So here I will have opened this any one of the mobile and we are able to add to the cart. There is an option. I just added to the cart. See, so it is added to the cart. So this is how we are going to be testing it. Same like that, we need to do the testing on any application. I hope you got it right. Still anything? So I just give the example like classroom. So here coming to this classroom. So what are the things are there in the classroom? I just maintained it. In classroom, I need to test that the shades are working or not. So before testing it, first we will identify what to test. So fan, we need to test it. AC is there, if AC we need to test it. TV is there, we need to test the TV. Monitor is there, we need to test the monitor. So if projector will be there, we need to test the projector. Like that, we have to identify it first. Classroom will be a project. These are the scenarios. In classroom, I need to test that the shades are working or not. This is what the testing. Okay, in real time also you are doing it, right? The same activities. So these are the scenario 1, scenario 2, scenario 3, scenario 6, like that. First of all, we need to identify what to test. For example, you are in home, right? So what exactly you have to test in your home? So like there are lights, fan, TV, AC, refrigerator, washing machine, all are there. You need to test it, those are working or not. That is called like testing only. So before that, you need to know that how the refrigerator is working it, what are there in the refrigerator. So which one is working, what is the purpose of it, how it works. They will give the documentation, right? That is like project document. We need to analyze it. Fine, clear about scenarios. Still, do you have any questions? So you are also testing the trainer, right? Once you are going to be attending the demo. So how they are going to be delivering the subject. So what exactly they are providing it. Same like that. So we need to test it with any software application as well. So clear? Next. The second thing is like test cases. So what is mean by test cases? The test cases will explain the procedure for validating the particular functionality. So the test cases will explain the procedure for validating the particular functionality. In simple words, we can define that the test case will explain like how to test it. So what to test will explain the scenario, that how to test will explain the test case. For example, there is a Gmail login is there. So how we will test the Gmail login is working or not? Please guys, come on, speak out. Otherwise I cannot understand it, right? I know these things well. So you need to understand by everyone. That is the goal of this training. What?
User ID.
Yeah. So in order to test it, first of all, we have to open a browser. Okay, open any browser, like open Chrome browser. Enter URL of the Gmail. So www.gmail.com. Is it right?
Yes.
Fine. Next. Once we are opening the Gmail, what we have to do? We need to enter
Username and password.
Good. Enter
Password.
password. Then the fourth one is like
Enter.
Click on login.
click on login. So this is called like a procedure. So you have to write this procedure. That is the duty of that. That is the meaning of the test case. So the test case will explain how to test it. This is a scenario. This is a requirement for the customer. There is a login. That login should be working fine or not. We need to test it. So how you are tested the login? See, I followed this procedure. So I just open the Chrome browser and enter the URL. I enter the username and password and click on login. And this case, if it is open the inbox page, then we can say it is working fine. If it is not open the inbox page, the Gmail is not logging. So there is a defect. That functionality, the login functionality is not working. So you have to check it. I'm getting this error. You are reporting the information to the developer. So that is about that. The test case, we need to write the procedure. See, if you purchase the mobile, right, they provide the user manual. User manual is treated as a test case. So if you want to increase the volume, what are the steps we need to follow it in mobile? The same steps we will document in Excel file. That is called a test case. So like the projector is working, how the projector is working, we are documenting the step-by-step process. Sir, how I can come to know? They're giving the document, right? They can mention that the projector is the behavior, how it is working like that. Same like that, we are documenting it. That is called the test cases. We need to write the test cases. So fine. The test case will explain the procedure. See, simple thing, if you want to travel from Hyderabad to Pune or Mumbai, what is the procedure? Or if you want to travel from Hyderabad to Goa, the same steps we are documenting it, right? Step by step process. That process is called a test case. So how you will travel from one place to another place, you documented it, right? I will go with that. I will follow the same thing. If I reach Goa, then I can say that the address is very correct like that. We can give it. Okay, so same like that, we need to go through that, the test cases. So in our company, what exactly our roles will be like this. Okay. So here, see, I'm going to be explain the real-time flow now. It's very important. No one can provide this information. Just focus on it. Any questions regarding the test case, you can ask. Meanwhile, I will explain this one. Any questions? Like you know that how to add the product to the cart. Same steps you will written manually in a professional manner. Everyone should understand it. So I just mentioned 4 steps here, right? So don't get complicated. So if it is complicated, other person cannot understand it, right? So how you are tested this login. So just provide this in an easy manner. Everyone should understand the steps. Like that, we need to return it in the company. That's it. That is the meaning of the test case. So, yes, guys, say yes or no if you understand it or not. Don't
Yes.
sit in the session, okay? So, this is for you only. I know all these things, okay? If you know, I will be very happy, right? If you learn something. Yeah, thank you. So nowadays the development is happen through Agile development. Okay, in Agile the development will be happen through sprint wise. We will see later about how the sprints will be categorized and all the things. Assume it where the sprint will be like first sprint we are working on it. The duration of the sprint will be like what?
Very important. No one is explained these things. You have never heard about this. Okay. Just focus on this. 15 days duration will be there. So it means, so yesterday our sprint is started. So Monday, the sprint is started. Okay. So whenever the sprint is started on Monday around 11 or 12 p.m., they're conducting that sprint planning meeting. So they will have a meeting will be there. Sprint planning meeting is going to be conducted. So first week, Monday. Okay, first week, so it's say like day one. What are the activities we are doing it? The first day, they're having the sprint planning meeting. In this sprint planning meeting, the BAs and Scrum Masters, these are the very new terms to you people. These are the major important things you need to understand this. Developers, testers are going to be involved. Okay, the business analyst person. So here now the business analyst person will provide one user story. So one user story is almost like one small requirement for the project, one functionality related to the project. We'll see later about it. So it means, so Gmail login, so we can say it. This is one of the user story. They provided some description about this. So how we will logging into the Gmail like that, they can explain it. And they will show that the design document as well. So we'll have a design team, separate team will be there. So here also like we'll call it as like UI UX team, or we will call it as design team. These people will give the blueprint of the login. That is the meaning of it. Blueprint, how we will logging into the Gmail. So here, and they will explain this user story with all the people, and they will ask that, okay, this can be developed in this sprint or not. And now the developer immediately responded, so we can develop it. Okay, fine. Provide the effort, the estimation effort. Okay. So this is called like story points. So these are very important. I'll explain these in a detailed manner in the coming classes. No one can provide all these terms and the usages like this. The story points. So story points means the estimation effort for developing this login, how many days you required it. See, for example, the developer will provide it 3. 3, it means 3 story points. So 1 story point is equals to 6 hours. So 3 into 6, 18 hours are required. So the developer said that. Now our test lead, the manager, testing from testing side, our manager is provided that the effort will be like 2. So 2 into 6, 12 hours are required to complete the testing of this one. And they decided they pick it. Like that, they decided 40 user stories, 40 requirements should be developed for this sprint. This is the activity done by the Monday. Okay, fine. In this sprint planning, they're explaining it right. The BA is explaining in front of all the people. You need to listen this one. You need to go through this, listen carefully. what they are explaining it. And they also recorded these meetings. Sometimes they will do the recordings, sometimes they won't record it. Okay, you can refer it in the future as well as. Okay, they will record the meetings. If you need it, you mostly they won't give the permissions for the testers. Here the Scrum Masters or the developers or the testing team managers will have the permissions to record it. So you will got it right. For this login, they're developing in 30 hours. Now see here. Next. So Monday is completed. Just now Tuesday. Today it is day started. What is the work we need to perform it? So what we have to do today? So now the Monday evening or today morning at 10 or 11, our manager will assign these 40 user stories. Our manager means test manager, team leader, team manager is divided these 40 user stories to the 40 members or like 4 testers. See, for example, we have a team of 4 testers. So now each one, so I'm just having 10 user stories. They assign the user stories as. So 10 requirements, I need to test it. Same like that. So these are assigned to this Sandeep and some X, some Y, like that. So here each one is having 10 user stories. I'm concentrating on the testing point of view only. Okay. So here we are assigning to 10 user stories. So how I can come to know you are assigned to so and so user story means once the team manager will assign this any user story. So we are using a tool like Jira tool. Everything will have available in the Jira. They will provide this configuration and logins. We need to logging into the Jira and we are doing it. Okay. So when we are using a tool like Jira tool, I will show you all these the real-time flows activities. Okay, that is so here we are going to be focusing on it. I'll show you the real-time activities, the real work you are going to be doing in the companies. So, but this is an initial classes, right? Just I'm giving the overall things. Okay. I'll train you like that. You'll definitely get the job. Okay. You just concentrate on the sessions and you need to practice it. So whenever you are assigned to user story, your TL is doing that, you will get a mail. You are assigned to so and so work. So I said that for every user story, see like login, there are some developer tasks as well as testers tasks. What are the tasks? What are the roles of a tester? The first duty of the tester the tester will analyze the user story. Analyze the user story or requirement. So this is the first duty. By doing it. What we discussed till now. What is the role of a manual tester? The first duty of a manual tester is we need to analyze this, the requirements. Now, the Tuesday, it is comes into the picture. So we are start analyzing it. Again, see here. So there is a timeline here. You need to focus on these activities. It's very easy and understandable. So total, they're giving 12 hours. In this 12 hours, how many hours they are provided to analyze it? They won't give much hours for this one. Okay. They just give like 1 hour or maximum like 2 hours to analyze it for the particular user story. So because there is a deadline, right? Timeline. Within this 30 hours, development testing should both completed. That is the meaning of it. Okay. So here they're giving the 2 hours for that one. Once you are analyzed, like go through the description, the design document and everything. Okay, here we have to go through it. Sorry, if I analyze this requirement, I just get any query, what need to be performed. So you have to list out all the queries and you need to talk with your manager, test manager. You can ping him and you can ask directly, sir, these many queries I have. Shall we connected or I need clarification on these queries? They will schedule a meeting and they will connect and they will clarify your queries. And once the queries are clarified, you will completely understand the user story, the way of login and working it, how they are going to be designing it like that. You need to come to know that. That is the first thing. Next, once you are understanding it, then the second task here, we'll call it as like test design. Here we are writing the test cases. We need to write the test case. Once you understand, right, how this login is working, you need to write the test case for the login. For test cases written also, they are giving the effort. So they are giving at least like 6 hours for returning the test cases. That is the second task they are going to be assigned it. We need to write the test cases. See here, we return the test case, right? So the test case is nothing but a procedure for validating the particular functionality. I'm not entering into the subject, okay? Just I'm giving this the real-time activities we are doing it in any company. Later we will focus on one by one in detail with examples, then you will understand it. So clear about that?
Yes.
Yes.
Fine. Next. See, here, this is for one of the user story only. There are 10, right? For all the 10, they created the task like that and they will assign your name. This is assigned to Sandeep. And sometimes, see, they will pipe it. Okay, they will extend it. See, the third task is test the case review. The review is going to be done by our TL. Okay, see, the review also having 1 hour for review of your test cases. They will give it. So then the final task related to this test execution. So here, so like 9 hours are completed, 11 hours we need to do the execution and bug reporting and retesting and closing it. So like this, for all 10, they created the task and assigned to the names. They will interchange the names. See, I just written the test cases, execution will assign to someone. So it means execution will assign to Sandeep. These guys, everyone should come to know that all the user stories information. Okay, that is the reason you need to go through the complete documentation of these user stories or go through one by one user story. So the first thing is first week. See here up to Thursday, day 4. We return this the test cases. Still, if you are not completed, so maximum, so day 5, right? Friday, first week is Friday. You have to, in the first half, complete the test cases. Second half, the test cases review is going to be happen with the team manager. Your team manager lead is going to be go through your test cases, all of the like 40 related test cases, 40 user stories related test cases. Once the review is completed, the TL will provide some comments. Based on that, we need to update it. At the end of the Friday, we need to share our complete test case document to the team manager. Again, asking it, sir, 4 people are there. So each one is maintaining different test case sheet or one test case sheet. One Excel file with all the test cases. So they will combine it. Once you completed individually, finally they will combine and we will go for the review. First week is completed. Second week. So second week is started on Monday. Now, what is your duty? Monday, if you don't have any work, any execution, so means, meanwhile, the development team also having some tasks related to the user story. The developers also doing the review, they developed it. Once they developed it, they will give for the testing. If Monday, this user story is giving for testing, this is assigned to Sandeep, right? Sandeep will execute this test cases on the application and checking that whether the login is working or not by following the steps. If it is working fine, it is executed and closing the user story. Fine. Monday. If Tuesday, suppose Tuesday is started, Monday we did some execution, find some bugs and reported to the developer. Tuesday I don't have any execution. Then I can go through the remaining user stories. I have assigned to 10 only, right? I can go through this user stories information. I can understand it. Second week and third week for the only execution and bug reporting and retesting it. Once any bug is resolved, we can do that one. So within this time period, so the first week, it's like that, only the execution, analyzing the user story and test cases preparation. From second week onwards, execution and understanding the complete project related user stories and finding the bugs and reporting the bugs to the developer. If they completed, we will do the retest. These are the activities done by any person, any person. It means like 10 years I have experience, I'm also doing the same thing. So there are 2 years of experience guy is there, same activities I'm going to be doing it. So there is no difference in the work as a tester. So we are doing the same activities. Fine. So any confusion regarding this, you can ask. Yeah. So here, the fourth duty is like finding the bugs, so executing that, executing the test cases. Yeah, tell me you have any queries meanwhile. Your voice is breaking, I think. Finding bugs. Once you are finding the bugs, we need to report it to the whom? Report to the developers. We need to report it. You are going to be learning it, how to find the bugs, how to report it to the developer. What are the things we are concentrating while writing the test cases? We need techniques, any methods are there where we are writing the test cases. what need to be followed. All these things are going to be learning in this training period. So with real-time templates and whatever I'm using in my company, I will share everything with you people. Okay? So then once they resolve it, we need to perform retesting, and then we have to do the regression testing. Yeah, sorry guys, there is a power issue. So please complete that, the registration process, right? You will get this, all these sessions, recording and materials. Okay.
Will you
Sir,
provide
how
the
Tomorrow we will discuss on retesting and regression in past. So what is retesting and what is regression testing? We will focus on it. Okay. I'll explain it once again.
when it will be actual class started?
Can you come again? Your voice is big.
When we will start actual class?
No, once you are completed, right, we will start. This is a part of this actual class only. Okay.
Okay. Can we get the recordings
Yeah.
for these classes? Okay.
Once the registration process completed, right, they will share this. Then I will share the
Registration
materials.
through the GPay or I didn't get any link
Voice
for
is
pay. I didn't get any link for payment option.
maybe they are calling it. You can provide a valid numbers. Okay. So provide the contact numbers, valid numbers. Okay. Or you can approach the number is there, right? You can directly call to those people. Did you
sir,
get the link?
hello,
Yeah, hi.
hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I have already registered and paid all the course fees.
Yeah,
Can I have all these recordings and all the things?
they will
How?
share. They will communicate with
Uh,
you. Okay, just wait today or tomorrow. Okay.
okay, okay, fine, sir. Sir, my question is that yes, if I'm going through the first story, and there is some bugs, I report to the manager. If that bug is resolved, then again I have to test that story.
No. I will explain that by tomorrow. Okay. No need to test it. That's what I said, right? Retesting and regression testing. We'll discuss it. We'll
Okay,
cover there.
okay.
I'll explain this by tomorrow. Retesting and regression testing is there. We'll discuss it. Fine. Yes, others. Any questions?
Okay, thank you.
If someone voice is very low, you people will contact directly to that number, right? Whichever you are sharing the link, you can contact that number and just complete that process. You will get that all.
Okay.
Yes. Any questions you can feel free to ask here, okay? Regarding the subject. if no queries, so I will stop here today. Okay. Tomorrow we'll continue with the same
Could
7
you-
a.m.
Could you
Yeah.
continue tomorrow, sir? Same class?
Same class.
I mean, the last topic.
Yeah, we'll cover it. Okay, no worries.
Okay, sir. Okay.
No, in the coming classes also you are getting repeatedly all these activities. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
You are involving in each and everything. Okay, we'll discuss it. No worries.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Ganesh, any queries?
Nothing, sir. Nothing. Thank you.
Did you provided your numbers, contact numbers, everyone, mail IDs?
To what, sir?
So did you provided your contact numbers to communicate with the organization people, right?
Yes, yes. They are calling.
Already
me,
given,
and
sir.
I am in touch with.
Maybe
Okay.
after
If anyone
2 days
is
or
not
3 days,
providing, you can contact them directly and ask it. Okay, please complete.
they are going to prepare groups, sir, after 2 days, I think.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you. See you tomorrow. Enjoy the day.
Thank you. Thank you.